It's your girl T here, back with the Sunday Vidya. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's just what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, I am powerful and I create my own reality. I am powerful and I create my own reality. We're tea timers, so we're the best. We always create our own reality. Just remember when you are manifesting that your 3D reality is an external movie of what's going on up here. Your emotions, your thoughts, your experiences, how you were raised, etc. Nurture versus nature. The 4D is showcasing what our belief system is, what our thought system is, what emotionally we react to and trigger, creating it again, reacting again, creating it again, the manifestation loop of hell. When you're going through your 3D reality, it's information giving to us old thoughts, old beliefs, and old patterns of behavior that are recreating in our 4D reality, or in our 3D reality, not our 4D. When you are looking to your 3D reality and you're questioning yourself, like, how did my SP stop calling me? Or why is my bank account so low? Be honest with yourself. When you think of money, if I asked you today, do you feel rich? Would you automatically, without thinking, say, I'm broke, I only have $2 in my bank account? Or would you say, of course I'm rich. I've always been rich. Money's easy for me. If you would automatically reply of how much you have in your bank account and try and make excuses as to why your income's so low, you are projecting that into your 3D reality. You're most likely telling yourself all day that you can't afford things. Things are hard for you. You look at things and think, if only I had more money, I could do that. Your inner thoughts will externally create in your 4D, whether you're aware of them or not. That's the work we have to do. We have to take stock of what we're telling ourselves and the conversations we're having throughout the day and change that narrative. If I asked you right now, do you feel like you're in the most loving relationship of your life? Do you feel loved? And automatically you start saying, I don't feel loved. My family doesn't love me. My SP is not calling me. That is the conversation you're projecting throughout the day. And those are the thoughts that are projecting throughout the day into your 4D. What we feel internally will tell on us in the 4D. Even if we do 4 affirmations a day, but the rest of the day we are complaining about what we're missing, that will push out into the 4D and it will tell on us. We can't hide from ourselves and how we really feel. There's little ways that you can test yourself on how you feel worthy-wise. It's easy for us to do affirmations when we're in a robotic trance or when we're purposely telling ourselves to do certain affirmations. But when somebody compliments you, do you automatically talk about why the compliment isn't valid or what could be better about you? When somebody gives you a gift, do you accept it without any hesitation, or do you explain to them why they didn't need to give you that gift and why they should give it to somebody more deserving? At work, if somebody gets promoted over you, do you congratulate them, or do you feel jealous and insecure as to why did they make it and not you, and start counting how they're better than you and why they deserved it more than you? When you look in the mirror, do you point to yourself at all the things that you hate about your body, or do you say, I love myself, you're perfect just the way you are, you're beautiful, you're getting better every day? When you go into the bank and you see in the 3D your balance is lower than you expected it to be, do you say to yourself, it's all good, I'm rich in the 4D, so that's pushing out left, right, and center? And do you spend your money internally in the 4D, or do you look at your bank balance and go, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent? This is the worst thing that ever happened to me. I'm never going to be able to afford it. Check your convos throughout the day. Check what's showing up in your 3D. It's going to let you know where you're at. If I told you right now, phone your SP, let's say you haven't been in contact for months, and you say to me, I've been affirming all day long and keeping my mental diet clean, and they're not calling me back. I'm going to test that theory. Call your SP right now then. See what they say to you. If you're worried, the first thing that you thought was that you would be worried that they wouldn't pick up the phone or they wouldn't even respond to you in a text message, you're not there yet. And I'm not saying this in a limiting way. I'm just saying the goal of manifestation is to get back to your natural state of being, which is perfect, the way you are. You're the best. You're the business. Everything you do is success. That is the goal. SP, no SP, who cares? It's to get back to the love of yourself. Not the love that social media tells you have to be, or your friends approve of, or your SP approves of. You getting back to loving yourself and being okay with yourself no matter where you're at in your journey. Because you know you have the power within to change anything in your life, and you're perfect just the way you are. That's the point of it all. So if you're negatively speaking to yourself all day long, or having negative conversations with your friends all day long about things that aren't working for you, it can't be a surprise to you when your 3D is showing you things that are matching what it is that you've been discussing. If I walk around all day long saying I'm broke, and then I get a bunch of bills show up and a bunch of stuff that I can't tip in my brain, I can't afford, I can't be shocked by that, because I've been walking around all day telling myself that, manifesting that over and over. However, no matter what I see, if I tell myself I'm rich, I hold my arms open to the floodgates of abundance that the world has to offer. I'm abundant in every area of my life. Money's easy for me. Money's like water. It comes in easily and effortlessly. I turn on the tap for money just like I turn on the tap for water, or whatever you want to say. I'm just making it off the top here. But if I have a mindset that money's easy for me, I would be surprised if the 3D didn't conform to that idea. If you look at a millionaire, a celebrity, someone who the world deems as successful, and you talk to them, you sat down and talked to them, their belief system is rock solid in whatever area they're succeeding in. If you talk to Michael Jordan, he knew that he was the best basketball player of all time, even when everyone else told him he wasn't. And look, he dominated the world in that field. If you look at Oprah, she had many moments where people told her she wasn't going to be enough, and she wasn't light skin enough, she wasn't this enough, but she just had it in her mind that she was meant for a greater purpose and did what she needed to do. Any successful person in the world has a clear vision of where they're headed, and that they are already there. They already see it before it happens. So if you're serious about what you want to manifest, you won't take the comfortable road of going back to venting and complaining about what's not here already, because you're living in your end, so you'll already be there. And anything that comes along the way is garbage. You flick it off like an annoying telemarketer that you don't answer their calls. Fake news, out of my reality, doesn't apply. Because if you're really aligning to the self that gets whatever they want and is the best and badass thing that you've ever seen in your reality, those things don't apply to you. It's fine to have a vent session with your friend, but don't make it a habit, because the more you do that, the more you're recreating. And it's not to say that you have to go around and kill yourself over every little thing that you say. It's just, are your dominant thoughts productive to you, or are your dominant thoughts hurting you? And at the end of the day, the only one who's going to lose out is yourself, if you're not honoring yourself and doing the work that needs to be done to get where you need to go. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.